Hi everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and today we're going to be designing a very simple spring wreath. So all you're going to need is a sign, an 18-inch grapevine, a ribbon, and some florals, and that's it. So all we're going to do is make a very simple traditional bow using this 1.5-inch purple gingham, and I think gingham is the ultimate ribbon for spring and summer. It's not too showy, and it's definitely the perfect print. So we're going to add about 5 to 6 loops on either side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come back in with 2 sets of tails. So we're creating loops about 4.5 to 5 inches. This is definitely going to be a large bow. And then all we're going to do is just snip it off. Always leave a little bit of an overhang in case your pipe cleaner gives out. Cut some long tails. We're cutting them about 24 to 30 inches on either side. And now we're coming back in with a second set. So we're going to have 4 tails on either side, and we're going to do something a little bit different with those tails. So stick around because this is one of my favorite techniques. You can quickly fluff it out just to gauge the size. With fluffing, you guys, the most important time to fluff is the very end, because as you're designing and adding things in, it constantly changes and evolves, and you're going to have to refluff and refluff. So in order to not drive yourself crazy, just give it a light fluff to get the general shape, and then you can do the heavy fluffing towards the end. But all we're doing now is we're cutting up a white pipe cleaner into about 3-inch increments and just securing the ribbon. So this is what I like to call the scallop effect. It's kind of weaving your ribbon in and out of the grapevine so it doesn't look, kind of stale and right at the surface. I like my wreaths to have lots of depth, and this is one of my favorite ways to do that, just weaving your ribbon in and out. So we did that to all 4 tails, and with this wreath we only did 1 loop, but in other designs we've done multiple loops, and now what we're doing is just cutting off some greenery. So any greenery, any florals that you have on hand that match a sign, you definitely can use. You actually don't even have to use a sign or ribbon. These wreaths are totally customizable. So now we're coming back in with some of these beautiful pink ranunculus. And I do have lots of these sprays, but I did want to be kind of conservative with the amount of products I use. So we only ended up cutting down 2 sprays. And each spray had about 4 to 5 flowers. But now what we're doing is just taking a little bit of that leftover ranunculus foliage, dipping it in our glue skillet, and just placing it within the bow. So one of my favorite things to do with my wreaths and my bows is to actually take greenery and place it inside. I think it's the ultimate way of trying to have your bow look incorporated and look like it's growing out of your wreath, and it's very, very simple to do. So now we're just going to kind of fluff it, get our overall shape, add our final leaf of greenery, and that is going to be it with this. But when I stood back, it was missing something, so I did decide to come back in with some of this variegated ficus. This is a product that I have, I've had for years, and I only use very small increments, because this is definitely a foliage that you do not want to get heavy-handed with. Since it does have that variegation, I think if you add too much, it would become overwhelming. So here's the finished design, you guys. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, definitely give it a thumbs up and a share, and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. This is Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, everyone.